Wednesday. We're getting you counting down to the weekend. And today we are going to be talking about real estate versus the stock market.
Ooh.
Investment strategies with the Intentional Millionaire.
Yes.
Now, this information is not a substitute for professional financial advice. If you have questions about investments, seek advice from your own personal financial advisor. But we are going to bring the Intentional Millionaire on to talk to you about some of his strategies. Share his roadmap to millionaire, some of his $1 million investment methods, and some profitable platforms that he uses to be a profitable investor.
And also how we can do the same thing. It's not just about him. The whole point is we can do this too.
And we're going to do this all in 1 hour, where we have 2 fun giveaways, one from the Intentional Millionaire himself, and we're also going to have a fabulous plant-based treat, all in 1 hour. But before we start, we have to thank our sponsors, those that have chosen us, because they believe that we are a self-improvement resource library here to help people change their narrative of normal when it comes to thinking about their health,
their business,
and their wealth. So let's thank our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the promotional considerations paid for by the following unmuted sponsors.
These sponsors are unmuted. They're ready to go. We've got our reigning champs here. Let's see who it is. Here they are, David and Christine Brooks.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks.
Thank you for choosing us again, David and Christine Brooks.
Always.
Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University.
99 coffees and decaf ain't one.
Supreme sponsor, Black Heights, advancing your career. Check out his YouTube channel.
The lead ladder climber. Thanks for choosing us again.
Fancy sponsor, JBWR. Check out his YouTube channel.
Hey, JBWR, thank you again.
Ultimate sponsor, day trader Talk Williams. Check out his YouTube channel.
Talk Williams, thank you for choosing us again.
You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
That's all you got to do, guys.
Right.
Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
So let's start the show with our Real Talk with Ntabi intro.
All right, let's go. Open up the show.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Hey, everybody, I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
I'm his wife, Laquita Marie.
Together, we let you into our life live every hump day, bang, to Friday. That's Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time. And again, we let you into our lives live as we introduce you to people that help to change your narrative of normal when you think about your health,
your business,
and your wealth. Today is no exception to the rules, because we have our fabulous guest today that we're going to bring in to say hello. But remember, we're going to start off by having our first place pony drawing.
So these are today's topics, guys. We are only here for 1 hour, so let's tell them what's going to happen in this hour.
We'll have our roll call, our first place pony drawing. We'll meet our guests and hear from them. And we will also have our plant-based treat, as well as a second drawing that's going to be a giveaway from the Intentional Millionaire himself.
Absolutely.
And speaking of the Intentional Millionaire, we're going to bring him in to say good morning.
Hey there, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me. How's everyone doing?
We're doing fantastic, and the viewers are doing well as well.
Yes, glad to have you here. We know that your name, the Intentional Millionaire, is not just because you're like, man, I intend to someday, hopefully, perhaps, maybe, be a millionaire.
But it's because you intentionally planned your life out so that you could acquire a millionaire status. So we want to introduce everybody to you, present to others that have already talked to you or know of your content before.
Some folks already know you. And Dale says, hello, Tim. Good to see you. And of course, for those of you that don't know, Tim is an acronym for the Intentional Millionaire. Thanks, XDMC, for remembering for letting everybody know that this is home of the 1 hour of love. He also says one love to one of the few drama-free, positive, and uplifting channels in these grimy, dirty YouTube streets.
So
you're out here. Yes, you're out here in these grimy, dirty YouTube streets yourself, right? The Intentional Millionaire. So you're gonna help us out with a few things today.
Yes, I want to definitely help out, because one of the key things is what I'm starting to see a lot in the YouTube streets and in the information world is a lot of people looking to do what the latest thing or the newest thing is as it relates to investing and building out their portfolio. So I want people to really know that there's a traditional way that you can lead with the test of time. So when you do traditional investing, that should be the foundation. And then you step into some of the newer things, but you can't put the cart before the horse.
So don't put the cart before the horse. In other words, do your research, know what you're getting into, and make sure you're getting into things that are going to grow over time, no matter what. It's not like a gamble. These are surefire things. Is that what you mean by things to stand the test of time? The Intentional Millionaire, David Hunt's telling us.
Yes, that's what I mean. Meaning that you want to stick with traditional things that as you invest, you're looking for the long-term gain, because over time, long-term, you're going to win.
All right. So for those of us that are in the sports, like myself, to use football terminology, you kind of want to run a West Coast offense with your traditional investments where you dink and dump, short, just consistently moving down the field in small chunks, as opposed to doing one of those spread run and gun type of offenses where you're throwing the ball deep down the field every 5 seconds and wondering why the other team is intercepting and running back the wrong way. So it's kind of like the more traditional way of getting is not what people call it slow, but it's a long game. You're playing for the long term as opposed to.
Did you understand? Are you understanding any of this? Because I'm not a football person. I know you guys talk
people out there
sports.
are.
You got this, the Intentional Millionaire?
I got it.
All right.
Somewhat.
That was all my sports fans out there. So yeah.
Yes, I love it. Well, here's the thing. I just love that you're going to be talking about real estate, the stock market, day trading, swing trading, traditional investing, long-term investing, short-term investing, whatever there is around here. But I know that you're a big person on basically having your safety nets in place. So this is great that you're here to help everybody know that whatever you're doing to build wealth and legacy, they can do it too. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right.
All right. So we're going to put you back in the virtual green room where you can enjoy some computer chips and some software salsa in the virtual world. So hang tight and we'll be talking to you later on.
All right.
All right. You know, Corey, this is so cool because Simple Things Outreach Media says, first time here. I'm loving the professionalism. Thank you so much, Outreach Media, because, hey, anybody that says, hey, you're a professional, guys, we have some sneaky secrets to tell you. We're launching something new. So for all of you media folks or all of you content creators, stay tuned. You know, we're always leveling up for you guys to improve your production as well. So let's go for it, Corey.
This broadcast is powered by StreamYard and by viewer support by members like you. And you can be part of our home team by remembering to bum rush the buttons.
Thumbs
like,
up.
share, subscribe.
Boom, boom, boom. You guys know that that's the best vote of confidence, right? Give us a thumbs up. Scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen. blindguyhiswife.com. We do have new opportunities there for you guys. So, Corey, I keep looking at this. We just said professionalism, and I have this scarf swinging in the background. So I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? So this is live TV, so you know how that goes, right? Good things happen when it's live. You catch it right there. So, what's happening over there at Blind Guy?
Of course, on blindguyhiswife.com, you can learn more about Liquidity Nice People. You can see what's coming up on our schedule. And you can also remember to click the green coffee cup so that she can say,
what you doing?
And then I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. I'm going to stir it like coffee. Clink, 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 clink.
Why are you moving so slow with that coffee cup?
Because it was slipping out of my hand. I don't want to drop it.
All right. Got it. So right here at blindguyhiswife.com, that's where you will see Buy Me a Coffee. Support the production. Click the green coffee cup. You guys have really stepped up to the plate. This past weekend, we had a production and all of the coffees that you bought really made a difference. We had sight and sound audio-visual assistants there at the show.
Access Virginia.
Yes, so you can choose to do 1 coffee, 3, 5 coffees, or 25 coffees because Corey has been blind for over 25 years now. Leave your name, say something nice because all proceeds go to our nonprofit organization. Our production on Saturday was definitely part of the nonprofit organization. Thank you all who could make it there in person. We did live stream a few Q&As from there. Audrey Willis, thank you so much for your support. Andale, Antoine Wade, JT Coin Rings, Talk Williams, all of those folks, and many more. So we'll have the official list of all the coffee purchases that help to make that production a success on Friday, which is game day.
You can also become part of the home team by getting your home team jerseys. Get a t-shirt from Pleasant Soul, the Blamazon of the YouTube streets.
So when you're right there on blindguyhiswife.com, just scroll on down. Let me scroll down on the screen, Corey, and there we are, Press and Sew. You can see all the shirts that are available. There's a red button you can click, but if you scroll up or if you scroll down, you can also get other things. Oink Yeah, the Three Little Pigs remix. We do have a new opportunity for anyone to be an affiliate at this time. We did drop that link into the chat for new opportunities, whereas you don't really have to do anything. You can simply take that link.
Take your affiliate. Apply to register through the link we're providing in the chat.
Yes.
Register to be an ambassador for Autumn Pine. And when you do, you'll receive an affiliate link that allows you to earn 33% of revenue off of each sale of Oink Yeah, the Three
Little Pigs remix.
audiobook
Absolutely.
digital download.
Yes. And of course, if you scroll down, that's where you will get to the place that's keeping us soft and supple. Violet Botanical Skincare. We are affiliate partners of Violet Botanical. So this is where we get our body butters, our lotions, our scrubs.
Body butter in the bedroom.
Click the red button. It takes you. Click the red button. It takes you right to the website. Your discount is built in. Let me put some on right now because I'm looking a little dusty. Anyways, Corey, is it time to cannonball into the comments because they are in there chatting it up? And you know, David Hunt, thank you so much, Gail at Night, for dropping that link for the new opportunities for people to become an affiliate. It's there for everyone. 33% of every sale is what you'll get by simply pasting that link into any of your social media spaces or wherever you are. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Is that what Mary Matapoju says?
Mary Matapoju says. Now we're gonna make them wait, or we're gonna give them a sneak peek at the plant-based treat.
Oh, absolutely. As part of today's topics, you guys know that we try to get everyone to eat fruits, vegetables at every meal, not just for breakfast or for dinner or whatever, every single meal. So Matilda Film TV, I know that you're already eating your plant-based treats, right? Fruits and vegetables. So is Irene Zab. She's in Kenya.
We're not vigilantes, and we're not
fruit hoodlums.
We're not the plate popo. We're just making sure that you get enough fruits, vegetables, fiber, antioxidants, and all the wonderful things that plants have to offer our bodies in each meal, and especially protein. Plants have protein.
Everything has protein, guys. There's no shortage. No one has ever had a deficit. So here's something that most people eat. So with this particular plant-based treat, I'm sure you can all appreciate it. Here it is.
Bangin' brown rice.
All right.
Super simple rice, guys. We all eat rice. Okay.
Now it's time to cannonball into the comments. Roll call. And while we're doing that, don't forget to hashtag the home team.
Absolutely.
Hashtag the home team. No spaces. Hashtag the home team.
That's how you get first place pony bragging rights, because G Mama Grows, she's in there chatting it up. Right, she's in there chatting it up with the Hoodstead, saying, "Hey, good morning."
Hey, Hoodstead.
Yeah, so the Hoodstead is in here as well, saying hello to Audrey Willis, one of our supporters. Thank you so much, Audrey.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, the Hoodstead, and thanks, Talk with Tori, because we know that you're in there
on the like button,
letting people know. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Andale. She says, can't chat much, but I liked and shared.
We got Andale from North Carolina. We got Talk with Tori. He's in Texas, but by birth, he's a Saint Lunatic. And then we got...
I missed his... You know what? I missed his... he had the game show, Talk with Tori did. He had the game show on the other night. It was a sleep science game show, but we were doing a show, a virtual show at the same time. So we were like, we missed it, right?
G Mama Grows out there in Ohio, and yes, we did miss a Talk with Tori, but we'll catch you on the rebound.
Yes, thank you for that question, Adrian Nash. We're going to be asking that later. What's your legacy to the Intentional Millionaire? A lot of other people can also answer that question as well, because that's what the Intentional Millionaire is here to help us figure out.
Don't forget to hashtag the home team.
Hashtag the home team. David Hunt is reminding you all to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm sure he's also put in there, hashtag the home team. Good to see you, men, MAGA family and family. Excuse me, MAGA and family.
MAGA and family. Okay.
Yes.
Men MAGA family.
Yes. Good to see you. First time here, so thank you for checking in We'll be looking forward to seeing more of your content as well, because we always try to get to know the people that are watching us. Simple Things Outreach Media said you're welcome, and Lavender for Luck is saying enjoy the leftover pinwheels. You guys know that for the plant-based treat, we had pinwheels there. All the content creators that came, I make a plant-based meat out of vegetables. Yes, we do like meat. We don't eat it anymore, but we do eat meat because we eat our plant-based meat or garden meat. Thanks to Black Tropical for giving us that name for the garden meat. And so, yes, the pinwheels were a hit over the weekend. Zan the Man is here, Corey.
Let's go out there in Nevada.
Yes, Zan the Man is here, as well as GT.
I was in Alaska.
Yes, I was trying to get up to the top to see who was first, but I see so many people here like Rambling with the Brooms. Hey there, good to see you.
All right, Rambling.
Yes, another person, another gardener, another grower. So happy to have you here today. And Dave, why is David Hunt all late talking about first? David, you know what? And he was like the 15th comment. Guys, everybody wants first place pony.
So hashtag the home team so you can saddle up your mule, your thoroughbred, your Clydesdale, your walrus, your polar bear, your eagle, your buzzard, your caterpillar.
Who is riding a buzzard? Who would ride a buzzard? They don't even let you ride them, do they?
No, but I mean, in this virtual world, you can ride anything you want to ride.
I guess if you're a flea, you can ride a buzzard. So
I can imagine. I can picture Zan on the buzzard saying, "Let's go!"
Well, you know what? It looks like Black Tropical is in first place, but Black Tropical, there was somebody else
in Georgia.
who was actually first.
No, that was another video.
Yeah. When we were in here, I can't remember, guys, man, but they have the hashtag the home team. So if you have not put in hashtag the home team, follow Black Tropical. They were one of the people who spearheaded the Virginia YouTube meetup because they said, hey, we're coming to the show so we can see you guys in person. We can see the stage play. The show was a stage play. That's the type of show that it was. So thank you so much, Black Tropical, for spearheading that. And Simple Things Outreach Media was watching Lash's Journey this morning make that smoothie. So we were in the chat together. Yeah.
All right.
K Business Podcast. Hashtag the home team.
K Business Podcast up there in Maryland. K Business Podcast dubbed us the Self-Improvement Resource Library. So remember, when you give us the thumbs up, you're part of the Self-Improvement Resource Library card catalog that helps people find this information.
Absolutely. Cassandra Dominic is here, probably planning on winning because she wins a lot. She wins a whole lot, actually, with these giveaways. So I don't know. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens with her. So I am Betty J. Gathers is here.
I am Betty J. Gathers.
Yes. And so I love her channel. But you know, another channel I love is my coach out there in Rwanda.
Oh, Coach Remy. Hey, Coach Remy, work out.
Yeah, Coach Remy just switched it up on us. Coach Remy used to keep us fit. We used to work out every day, 3 times a week, right? He used to have challenges. Man, that was when he was in Belgium. Now that he's back in Rwanda, he's out traveling, taking us with him, and still ripped. So I'm like, well, Coach Remy, if you're staying fit, what about us? You know, what about the people? But hey, he's already given us enough to keep it going. So we appreciate you, Coach Remy. And he speaks like what, 10 languages.
You get every time
he understands 15.
Every time you bring him on, man, he speaks like 152 languages.
Anyways, Mad Acre Farms.
Mad Acre Farms. Ryan got me on his acres. We got Ryan and Jamie. Hey, next Thursday, March 10th, Ryan and Jamie of Mad Acre Farms will be on our show as our special guest. So don't forget to put that on your calendar.
Yes, and you know, we have had Lion Crest Family Gardening
I gotta
here.
finish the announcement because there's gonna be video footage of Jamie wearing an old-fashioned sunbonnet like Little House on the Prairie, pulling a plow, and Ryan walking behind him. Saying G and haw.
As I was saying, Lion Crest Family Gardening does have hashtag the home team in there. Follow his lead, guys. That's Farmer Q.
The Mufasa of mangoes, the Seminole sweet potatoes, the Scar Scallions is in the building.
Yes. You know, I always say we're going to ignore G. Albert, but then I keep talking to him. Thank you, Audrey Willis, for putting in hashtag the home team. I am Betty J. Gathers. Make sure you have it in there too. So I'm going to scroll down and see if we have it in there. March birthday for G. Albert and David. Stop shouting yourself out, G. Albert. How you going to put hashtag March birthday? You guys do not follow G. Albert, okay?
I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
G. Albert is getting old.
G. Albert is getting old. So yes, G. Albert is getting old. He has a birthday this month, right along with David Hunt.
Hunted Boy. Check out Hunted Boy, David Hunt's YouTube channel, where he does morning music and meditation. And that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Friday, it's called Freaky Friday because
No,
he
it's
gets up
not.
there and he got the cutout pants like Prince, and he's
Zenobia, don't listen to this. Please,
Super
please don't listen to this. Yes, hey there, Zenobia. Always good to have you. Thank you, the Hood's Dad, for keeping it a G. Crypto Lead, hey, how are you?
Yeah,
Good to have you here.
One of our many
Supporters. Thank you
yes.
so much. So I'm going to scroll down because we have to get our guest in here to help with this first pony giveaway. So that means we're the first place pony, giveaway. So that means that we're going to bring the Intentional Millionaire back in here. I'll see if I missed anyone. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Because look, my Renaissance grandma is there.
Hey, Vanessa, Buckner.
Yes, my Renaissance grandma. And before the billions is saying salute to the
Before
chat.
the billions. Salute to the chat. Before the billions, you got that on cut and paste mode, don't you? Salute to the chat. You come in, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat.
Well, he did say salute to Gil at night as well, and
cool,
Lavender for luck. So yeah. He got salute, I think, already cut, and then he just pasted.
Yeah, he can have this. Salute to the president. Salute to Santa Claus.
Yes. So Irene Zab, of course, she's saying hello to David Hunt, but Irene, make sure
is that over there in Kenya?
Yes. So make sure you put in hashtag the home team because I already told Matilda Film TV that we are bringing in Tim to help us with that first place pony. Okay. Before the billions is eating apples and oatmeal now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nice.
Getting in whole grains and the fruit before the billions.
Yes. Wally says, as well talk production, salute good people. I'll be back. All right. Got it.
Wally down in Florida.
What?
Florida billions in Georgia.
Why did Black Tropical say chasing chickens ain't for me? Hey, Soil family. So do we bring in...
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring in the Intentional Millionaire so he can tell us about his roadmap to millionaire status.
All right, Lydia, get ready, Best Yet Journey, with the love and the kisses. We got Philip Waldo Jr. We are bringing in the Intentional Millionaire to say good morning. Hey there, welcome back.
Good morning. I'm back.
Yes, how are you?
I am fantastic.
Well, let me tell you, we got people that are here, they're watching. One thing is that Jazzy Corner, she's in Nigeria, right?
Okay.
So she's watching.
2 Nigerians.
Yes, we got a lot of Nigerians.
2 Nigerians and 2 Caribbeans. We got David Hunt and Wally. Yep.
Yes, but Simple Things Outreach Media says garden meat. That's interesting. You had a chance to taste the garden meat in that pinwheel, and you survived. You survived. Well, not just you survived. I want you to give your opinion because Jazzy Corner, they're in Nigeria. They eating everything that's good, right? But I don't know that they make their meat from vegetables. And I did have in that particular meat, I made it with okra, onions, garlic. Yes. She Fires is listening.
She fires.
So can you give us a review before we jump into standing the test of time? Because I think this rolls right into that. Food stands the test of time. Good food does.
I think it was 2 things. One, it looked like actual meat,
Oh.
but it wasn't. But it tasted phenomenal. I mean, it had the texture. You couldn't tell. And me being a vegetarian, I was like, I might need to figure out what this menu, what the recipe is for this, because it was great, especially the okra. And I'm not an okra person.
Well, Eat with Shine is also a Nigerian, I believe, Corey, and they eat a lot of okra. I was watching her this morning eat egusi stew. Oh, wait, was that goat meat? Anyways, the point is they eat a lot of okra, but when you make it, she makes it in a stew. When I put it into the garden meat, it's just blended into everything. So it's not necessarily,
Has that most people associate okra with slimy texture, but and like I said, when she blends into the garden meat, you don't get that effect, but it does add to the texture of the meat to make it have that bounce and chew like a piece of meat would. But I tell everybody, try okra raw. It'll change your life as far as the snack is concerned.
Yes.
But we're not talking about a roadmap to making meat. We're talking about a roadmap to millionaire.
Roadmap to millionaire, because Real Talk with Ntabi is listening. She's in South Africa. And so we want to hear from you while everybody gets a chance to put in hashtag the home team. We want to hear from you a little bit about,
Because
that means.
you are the intentional millionaire, meaning that you had a mapped out a plan for yourself. So what was your roadmap to reach the millionaire status that you acquired?
So my roadmap was first getting out of debt. I've been out of debt over the past, over the past decade plus. And one of the things that I did was I focused on getting out of debt. Then once I got out of debt, the key thing was focus on assets. For me, my first one was in investments, taking full advantage of your company 401k, 403b, 457 plan. Then going outside of that, getting a little bit more technical, getting a Roth IRA. And then from the Roth IRA, I also got into stocks. And throughout that process, I was able to build out my portfolio. And from my Roth IRA, it also allowed me to get in real estate.
Mary might have told you is over there in California. So real estate is different in different states. Are you purchasing mainly in one state? Can you purchase across states? How does that work?
So you can
Mary
purchase.
might have told you is also a Nigerian, just FYI. I'm Nigerian today because we got mostly Nigerians. So go ahead, tell us about purchasing real estate.
So you can purchase real estate in different places. You just got to follow the guidelines. And if you're talking about in regional in the 50 states, you just got to follow the guidelines for that particular state. One of the key things you just got to think about though is who's going to manage your property if you're not in that actual state. Okay. So that's one thing. But now when you go across the country, international, you can still invest, but you have to also know the country rules and guidelines as well. Because for example, if you think about Thailand, they won't let you just go and do a loan. And I learned this from another content creator. They won't let you just go do a loan. You actually have to either buy that place outright, or you have to do it through marriage, someone that's a local of the area.
Oh, okay.
That's true because in certain countries, you cannot buy if you are not a resident of that country.
That's correct.
So, okay, I get it. Now, here's the thing. David Hunt is saying, Tim, tell the truth. That okra really wasn't that appetizing, right? In the pinwheel.
No, it actually was pretty good. And I'm very picky with food. And the thing I will also say is it didn't upset my stomach. Because I'm just very strict on what I eat. So when I eat anything foreign or that's not right, my stomach will react. But I didn't have that effect. So that means you pass all tests.
I didn't realize that because I will say that since we've gone more to clean eating, we eat a lot more fruits and vegetables, whole foods.
Before.
Yeah, we were eating dirty.
We just get stuff off the floor.
Just about eating behind our kids. Anyways, Brooklyn's honeybees are here today saying they came over from Black's Tropical. Hope everyone is well. Yes, hey there, Brooklyn's honeybees. Make sure you put in. So you telling me you keep a bee farm in Brooklyn? No, BROOKLANDS.
Brookland.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Brooklands, Corey is the blind guy. He cannot see. His eyes don't work. So that's the reason why I'm reading the chat for him.
So she's doing it up. But she in the deep inner city raising honeybees. But
anyways, so before we get into the giveaway, thank you before the billions. Okra is healthy and delicious, but if you don't like it in its original form, Miriam loves it. We've already had that discussion. You can always cook it in different ways. So speaking of different ways, and let's talk a little bit about different roadmaps that we can take to be a millionaire.
You're getting into the $1 million methods. Then that's the second talking point.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that, for all of us, because I say this because I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, right? So even when I was a nurse, a lot of times I didn't have the opportunity to have a 401k. If I was working for an agency, they didn't offer those things, right? And so She Fires is excited to see you because she says he means business when it comes to money management. So that's why I'm asking this question, because for those of us that had to manage our money ourselves, we want to know, well, if I don't have that, what else can I do? So Mad Acres Farm says financial freedom is what we're chasing at the farm. So any tip before we get into the giveaway, because Dine with Sonia is here from Namibia. Carol KE is here hanging out. She's over there in Jordan. No, she's back in Kenya now. Okay. She's back in Kenya. So let us know any other tip, another road that we can take to being a millionaire, to amassing wealth and legacy.
I think two major tips that I want to share. The first thing, knowing that when it comes to finances and money, it's not emotional because either you have it or you don't. And that's the great thing that make finances beautiful, is because it doesn't matter about your background, your offspring, your last name, pedigree. It just matters if you're willing to sit down and do the work and be focused on it for over time. Because over time you can win, but you got to be focused on it. Just like how we focus, we go to work at a job, we focus on the mission at hand, whatever the case may be, whatever the task may be, whatever the project may be. But we got to do it for ourselves individually, financially. One, and then the next thing I would tell people that they can take away is you have to get out of debt. You got to know that you cannot win if you owe somebody else.
So you're saying that if Getty Radio Getty Radio Show owes some people, I don't know if you've seen this brother, but now he don't look like he's running from the law. He's upstanding and good. But go ahead, because Getty's listening, my aunt Speaks is listening, and they're also putting in hashtag the home team. So finish your statement about getting out of debt. Go ahead.
Because it's hard to get ahead when you owe somebody else. And you got to know that there's two types of debt. There's good debt and bad debt. You got to eliminate all bad debt and then start getting into good debt. And good debt meaning real estate, where you can leverage that debt because there's nowhere that allow you to borrow 80 to 90%. You only responsible for 5 to 20%. And then you can build out a portfolio that not only will pay you now, but also pay you in the future. So I think understanding debt, getting out of debt, and then willing to know that the last thing is that you have to have a reward punishment system. You shouldn't do things based off of how you feel. You should do it based off of the mission at hand, the task at hand, the goal at hand, the benefit for the family that's at hand.
This is good. Getty says, not anymore. Give us free. He ain't running no more.
Speaking of family, I know Adrian Nash asked earlier, what is his legacy?
And she also says it is not emotional. Talking about the money. Dine with Sonia says, true, you cannot grow wealth if you owe someone, right? So let's get into the giveaway, and then we'll get into Adrian's comment or her question when we come back, because David Hunt also had a question for you as well, asking, do you have a course? So we're going to get into those later, but for now, guys, everybody's excited because money talks, right? We know all the rest walks. So let's get into the giveaway. If you have not put in hashtag the home team, make sure you put it in there. And you know what? We're going to ignore Wealth Talk Productions. I won't be surprised if LaQuita start growing okra and make videos of it. I just might do that just for you, Wally, just for you. So how are we going to do the first place pony? What are you going to say? What will he say?
Well, I'm going to make the horse race announcement. And when I say bring, when I make that gate sound and release the horses, bring, that's when the Intentional Millionaire say, because it's going to say, be intentional, be a millionaire.
All right. I like it. Let's go for it. I'm ready.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the First Place Pony Derby Drawing here on Blind Guy His Wife Their Life Live. All the jockeys are in position.
Okra is not the devil, Philip. You know what? What kind of family member are you? Go ahead, Corey.
They are mounted on their goats, their horses, their pigs, their buzzards, their eagles, their velociraptors. They are ready to ride. Bring!
Hold on, I was laughing at G. Albert. We're ignoring you, G. Albert. He says, do you have any property in Thailand to hide your millions, Corey? Tim said that you had to marry someone in the country. Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, that's between me and my Thai wife that's over there.
You know what?
Yeah. Bring!
All right. Go ahead.
So you have to be intentional to be a millionaire.
All right, they're all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me click the button. Boom. Let's see who it is. Let's see who's going. My heart speaks. Cassandra Dominic, G. Albert. Forget G. Albert. Don't let him win before the billions. And Dale Holmes said, Cassandra Dominic, dine with Sonia. Coach Remy Fitness. G. What? No, G. Albert. Didn't I just say don't let him win?
It's rigged. It's rigged.
G. Albert came riding in on a sea turtle.
Oh my goodness.
And swept and passed the pack to win the race. Thank you for riding in this First Place Pony Derby Drawing. G. Albert is our winner.
Man,
And I bet you we won't hear a peep from David Hunt or Wally now.
I know, right? Because look at Wealth Talk Productions says, well, I never. So here's the thing. We do need you to congratulate our winner for today, which is G. Albert. His birthday is this month. Maybe that's how it happened. Andale is just in there laughing. So everybody else.
He a sea turtle in the racing war.
Yeah, congratulations from Black Tropical. Coach Remy Fitness can't believe it. And Well Talk Production says, yes, men win. Sorry, Philip. Yeah, that's what you get for not liking Oprah and talking trash. So go ahead, the Intentional Millionaire, and congratulate him along with Andale Homestead, Real Talk with Ntabi, and Cassandra Dominic, because Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters.
Oh, 5 Nigerians.
Yeah, she's also a Nigerian. Dr. Brenda, you know, all the Nigerians, their channels are monetized. So they are for about the money. So they are here for you. So go ahead and congratulate G. Albert. And we'll go ahead with your official introduction.
Congratulations, G. Albert. You are the next one to make sure that the system is not rigged. Congratulations. We appreciate you and continue to stay tuned in.
All right.
Awesome. I love it. Well, this is great. Everybody's congratulating him. It's time for us to go ahead and do your introduction, because folks are happy for G. Albert. You know, we fight back and forth, and that's what really makes the love even better. So how are we going to put him in the back? Where is he going?
Back into the virtual green room, because we have a virtual massage therapist to come and give you a nice relaxing shoulder rub while you get ready for the rest of your interview.
All right.
So we'll see you soon.
See you in a bit.
All right, Corey. So he's in the back. Folks are still congratulating G. Albert. He says still on airs. AIRES. What's that?
I don't know.
Okay, hopefully it was a typo. My aunt speaks. Thank you for congratulating Albert. Anyways, because I was wondering if he was saying airs. Anyways, y'all know I can't read good either. So
let's talk about Ethiopian airs.
You know, I was probably gonna say that. Mm-hmm. We're gonna ignore Wealth Talk, but we're going to say hello to Audrey Willis. She's congratulating, and so is K-Biz. She fires, says virtual shoulder rub. So let's go for it, Corey. How are we bringing our guest in today?
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome to this edition of A Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. Here for you every hump day, bang, to Friday. That's Wednesday.
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Where we introduce you to fabulous guests that help to change your narrative of what you think it means to be normal when it comes to health,
your business,
and your wealth. Today's exceptional guest is no exception to their fabulous guest rule. Today's special featured guest is a man of many talents. This man has more muscle in his finger than the Incredible Hulk has on his entire body. That's how buff this dude is. This man has more money than Daddy Warbucks.
Okay.
This man pulls out a credit card and makes Daddy Warbucks reach for an EBT card. That's how much money this guy has.
Daddy Warbucks from Annie?
Daddy Warbucks from Annie. This man has gotten so much real estate that when he drives by houses for sale, the signs just flip to sold and with his name underneath of it. It's time for today's featured guest. It's not by accident. He's the Intentional Millionaire.
Hey, welcome back. How are you?
I am great. I want to say, Corey, you always have some great introductions, and that was another great introduction. I really appreciate it. Well, I like that.
Yes, everybody is loving it. Dine with Sonia, David Hunt, Black's Tropical, they were all ready for it. Philip Waldo Jr. is hating on us. But that's all right. We're going to try to hopefully convince him to stick and stay with the show. Instead of Blind Guy, His Wife, he's going to give his like to pinky toenails, monkey swings, and your thighs touching your back.
Okay.
So hey there. I was just going to say, hey there. We have a few things to talk about, but we have questions, right? Because XDMC is saying, I agree with you 100%, the intentional millionaire. You can't grow if you owe. Can you speak on a few simple tips for folks to get out of debt and some tips for not increasing or getting into debt? And thanks for all you do. Now, that's among other questions that we have as well, like Adrian Nash. She asked, what's your legacy? We had David Hunt, do you have a course? And of course, XDMC's question falls in line with Mad Acre Farms, advice for building generational wealth. I don't know if you want to start in any particular place, but you're looking like new money according to Adrian Nash. So
let's take it from the top. So I start with Adrian Nash's question, and then I'll come back down to both XDMC and the other gentleman's question.
Perfect.
So my legacy, because I don't have any little ones, and I'm not married. So my legacy is, how many people can I affect and pull up as I'm here and have my breath? Because until I'm getting patted in the face with a shovel, the legacy for me is helping other people that can come up as well.
Can you say it again till you get what?
Until I'm getting patted in the face with a shovel.
What kind of country talk? So wait a minute. Now, Big Time Drum, he's a guy. Hopefully he understands that, because y'all guys will say some stuff. Philip is saying welcome though. So go ahead. You want to impact people while you are here. That's the whole point of your $1 million methods. You're doing all of these methods so that not just children, your own, but other people's children can be impacted. So
that's correct.
So go ahead.
Because my true legacy was, when I look at financial statistics and see people that look like you and I, and people across the world that doesn't look like you and I, and seeing that we don't have a fair chance in a capitalistic society, I want to do what I can do to I want to be able to give my part and do my part to help fix that void. That's my true legacy.
Yeah.
Now, and then going to the next question, what was
also had, do you have a course?
No, I don't have a course as of yet.
Okay.
But you do have a YouTube channel.
Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. And the biggest benefit you can do right now is tune into the YouTube channel, go through the videos, archive the videos, and then reach out to me if you have a particular question.
Yeah, the thing about your YouTube channel, it's so informational. So the videos here are, emergency money. What do we do with no money? Why do we need an emergency fund? Protect your money, 6 areas to protect your money. So this way you're giving us, a full list, a full suite of things that we can do. And the editing is amazing. So I know that you often put things onto the screen. So that always helps. So that we know, like, if we didn't hear the list and we're just watching, then we can kind of see those tips. So in a way, your YouTube channel is sort of like a course, right?
That's correct.
Awesome. So we do have, and Well Talk Productions is saying that as well. He says the YouTube channel is the course. And thank you, Gail at Night, for dropping that link in there. The editing, oh my goodness, is so good. So we do have another question for you. Yeah, it is XDMC, but also Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters says Intentional has the most beautiful smile. Look at Dr. Brenda.
And he's gonna take his shirt off for you guys, for the viewers later.
Oh, that's true, Little Rubies. Now David Hunt says, whatever you do, don't get pat in the face with a shovel. So another question that we have, advice for building generational wealth. So this is sort of like in line with what XDMC was asking when he said, can you speak on a few simple tips for folks to get out of debt and some tips for not increasing or getting into debt? And so these are some of the $1 million methods that you can expand on as well. I'll leave the question up and you can go ahead and answer.
Okay, so the first thing for people that want to get out of debt, the first thing is you got to know that you got to stop charging. Stop what you're doing, stop all debt. Now, if you're single, one of the things you need to do is start making more money, because you have to make more money to now start paying off the debt. And you having
more than one job is fine.
Absolutely, that's the only way you're going to get there, unless your last name starts with Gates or your last name, is Bezos. And if your last name not Gates or Bezos, then you got to go do something outside of what you're currently doing to start making a real impact. So that's what I would say for the person that's in debt, that's single, and then the couple that's in debt. The first thing they have to do is get the buy-in of their significant other, and then set some goals that the significant other is going to benefit from. So, for example, they got to let the significant other know they need to stop charging, but at the end, when they get out of debt, they're going to do something special for them based on what they want. Why is that critical? Because if you got two people, it's hard if one is in sync and the other one's out of sync. So you got to get both people in sync. Is that perfect? No, but it's just a strategy, it's a game plan that you have to do. So, but for both parties, whether you're single or you have a significant other, the key thing is you got to make more money. You got to stop all charging, all debt, start making more money.
You see, Don, what Sonia is saying that she's over there in Namibia, but she says, make some new money, y'all. Get some new money. Now, I do have, go ahead. I know you wanted to finish. I do have another question in the works for you from Andale. Tim, any advice for the seniors in the room? So I know that right now you're addressing, how to stay out of debt, some of these $1 million methods for, getting your spouse on board. I know that one particular video you have, it's about marriage and money, right? And so this particular video is talk to us about real estate and what we can do with our significant others, especially for those people that might say, well, we're not married, but we're living together. We plan on being together. So go ahead, finish with some of these $1 million methods in addition to getting out of debt, how to get out of debt, how to get your spouse to buy in. What else you got for us?
Okay, so then after you do that, that's the fundamental thing for getting out of debt. Don't add no more debt, but then you got to start making additional income to pay off the debt as soon as possible. The great thing is with the information age now, is so many different ways you can do that. I said, actually, one of the videos I have about 20 different ways you can make additional income. In the video and in the description, I list everything, all the different ways you can make additional money. Right. And some of it you can do right from the confines of your own home. Okay, so after you do that, the next thing you have to do is you have to now set small goals. And then once you hit the goal, you reward yourself. We have to get out of the mindset of just doing things because we want to and not necessarily doing things because we earn to.
Right.
And we have to earn the right to do things and not just do it because I remember what I stated. Finances is not emotional.
Right.
When you do it because you want to, you're doing it based off emotion. And that's one of the things that I done that helped me get my portfolio to $1 million was I didn't do things based off of how I felt or wanted to. I did things based off of me setting a goal, hitting a goal, and then I rewarded myself because part of your journey is you got to reward yourself from hitting goals.
So that's what you meant by the reward system.
That's correct.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like, it's like going back to Corey in football. Every inch is a cinch. Because the small goal that you hit, it allows you to instill the discipline to continue the journey and keep running. But you got to have goals in front of you. You got to have things that you write down, and then you got to have some tangible that you can hit. So for example, if you say you got a debt and you got a credit card, let's just say you set a 3-month goal to pay that credit card off. Well, once you pay that credit card off, you should reward yourself and spend like $150, not using credit, but using actual money, and go buy something, go out to one of your favorite restaurants, whatever the case may be. And then you get right back on it.
Right.
Too many times we are taught that we do things because we want to, but we haven't earned the right to.
God,
that's huge.
So we have so many questions pouring in, right? Like, look at G. Albert. He's like, affiliate program. Thoughts? Because,
Absolutely.
We just released our affiliate program so that everybody can be a part of it. So that's G. Albert asking. So G. Albert, you heard that. Make sure you take advantage of that affiliate opportunity that we've just released. I'm pretty sure we should not backhand our spouse if they don't get on board, right? Because that's not the way to go. But let's get into Corey. I see you nodding. Let me get back to these questions. Andale asked about seniors. Does it make a difference for seniors And I don't know if this makes a difference too. Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters asks, what advice do you have about student loans?
Well, my
So,
advice. So I'm gonna take Andale's question.
okay.
So for seniors, yes, there's strategies for seniors as well. The thing with seniors though, I have to consider something, and it's definitely more individual. Because for seniors, I got to think about medical. So I have to sit down with a senior person and think about what are their medical things that they have going on, if they have any. And then I got to think about and strategize around their medical costs and what the type of insurance they have, things like that. So for a more senior person, I got to think about that just as well as if they have debt.
Okay.
Because medical costs can actually outpace debt.
Right.
Especially as you get older, because the hospital ain't cheap.
No, sir.
Yeah,
Neither those prescription drugs either.
Yeah, and I will say it depends on where you are, because here in the States, Milton Craft says, I agree, taking action is important. I believe that one of the biggest issues that people face is learning to change their behaviors. And so
that's coming from a businessman.
That's coming from a businessman. Milton Craft is talking about repatriating, right? So if they're in Jamaica, if they're in South America, if they're in Namibia, if they're in Ghana, we've heard that you can a lot of times pay out of pocket for your medical expenses. That includes surgeries and everything else, tests and whatnot. However, when you are here in the States, any one little thing can be $100,000, whether it's for a test or a procedure. And I know that, like, for people like you said, look, you had a similar situation where you were in an accident, you had a back injury. And so that's where you said, let me mitigate my medical expenses with fitness, and here you are on, what is this? Your back day?
Yeah, that's back day.
Okay. So those of you, remember we said he's taking off his shirt a little later, right? Because this might be a video that he mocked up. This might not even be real him, right? So
you can get muscular receipts.
So, Andale is saying thank you. And Pure Pondering, she runs a medical office, right? She spends a big part, we got to ponder this statement. I spend a big part of my day helping people find patient assistance programs to help with the cost of meds. So like you're saying, there are ways to look at this. I don't know if you were finished with that question about seniors, but also I don't know if you can touch on student loans, because we're getting to the top of the hour, guys. So put in your last hashtag the Intentional Millionaire, so you can choose if he takes off all the shirts or just the main shirt and leaves on the tank. The Intentional Millionaire is your hashtag. But address this question for us if you didn't already.
So with student loans, it depends. So first thing is with student loans, it depends on if it's a private loan or a federal loan, because the interest is charged different. So that's one of the things that I would have to consider. However, just across the board, student loans, I like to say we can set that off to the side from all the other debt a person may have. Because depending on how big the student loan debt is, it may feel unrealistic for somebody to include that with their debt elimination program. So I like to say we set that off to the side and focus on everything else: credit cards, auto loans, personal loans, so forth, so on. And then we'll come to student loans. But I would say this, even with student loans, you got to have a strategy as well. Because you borrowed the money. And I say that if you borrowed the money, then we got to pay it off, or we got to find strategies or programs or something that's going to help supplement paying it off. So for example, if a person worked for the government, then they got a program in certain type of federal programs where you work for them 10 years, you pay your student loan on time throughout the entire 10 years, and you get to the 10th year, they'll waive the rest of the student loan debt.
I know here.
Let him finish that statement. He was going to say, so he got a solution for us.
So if you fall in that type criteria, then you will have a strategy. But for a person that doesn't fall in that criteria, then you just got to sit down. First thing, take care of all the other debt and just make the minimum payments in your current debt as far as student loan goes. Now, if you have a private student loan, then you need to try to consolidate into some type of federal loan. Because
Right.
in the private loan, that interest rate can vary, and then it could be almost just like a credit card in a
credit.
sense that the
A shark.
interest rate is changing.
Mm.
So that's why I got a kind of category, and I'm kind of speaking in general, you all, because the thing about finances is you still got to tailor it to the individual, because everybody's financial DNA, financial makeup, and financial journey is different. But I'm
Right.
kind of speaking general and just kind of keep everything in the time frame. But that's one of the key points I would want people to really focus on is the type of student loan debt. Then
Okay.
depending on the size of the debt, we'll decide if we need to include that right up front in your debt elimination strategy, or you set it off to the side, continue to do the minimum payment, and you come back to that later. Because depending on how big it is, it's going to affect how you feel about the process and the journey to get it paid off.
This is good. Anania is listening. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, and he's right, because there are lots of programs out there, especially for teachers, people that go to school, go get their college degree to be a teacher. They teach for a certain amount of time in their state, then they get a certain percentage of their student loans forgiven. So there are programs out there for you like that.
Now, Milton does have a question about, does the student loan still affect your credit rating?
Absolutely. Because if you have too much of a student loan, it is going to affect your debt to income ratio.
Yeah.
So
and
that's why. So that's why it's so critical.
But wait, we got to put this on the screen for informational purposes only. None of this is financial and medical health legal advice. Go ahead.
Yes, because the reason why it's going to affect your debt to income ratio. So that's why you got to also still factor it in, because it's actually debt, and it will. And if you don't pay, it will take your credit score down. So
man, you know, credit scores, portfolios. XDMC says build and learn that portfolio. I was just talking to a few hip hop artists who don't have a portfolio, only a savings account. My portfolio was bigger than theirs, and I never even had a hit record. So when we talk about portfolio, we're talking about all of the different assets that we have. So that's your stocks. And do you trade stocks, by the way? Because we haven't even touched on that, and we're a few minutes from the end of the show. But that includes your stocks, your real estate, any assets that you might have, investments of. Go ahead.
And talk about in terms of your strategy. Again, this is not financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. If you want financial advice, seek financial advice from your own professional financial services advisor.
Yes.
But the Intentional Millionaire, you're a young guy, but you got some old fashioned methodology, because you said things that stand the test of time. A lot of time we're hearing about day trading, swing trading, and crypto, as opposed to the traditional stock investments or into real estate. What is your strategy on that? What is your $1 million method on that? And talk about some of the profitable platforms that you use to conduct this business.
Okay, so for me, my journey is real estate is now my foundation, and the reason why, because you could get a 3-for-1. You can get you can walk in with appreciation, mean equity in the property. You can also get positive cash flow. That means money in your pocket today, and you also can get tax benefits today, but also tax benefits in the future. So real estate is my foundation. Then after that, I say investing. The Roth IRA, your company retirement plan, 401k, 403b, 457 plan, and then after that, taking advantage of a HSA or FSA, because they also tax deductible. But the HSA is critical because the HSA allows you to start building a pot of money as you in the best health. So later you can use that to take care of medical expenses, and it doesn't come out your other money. So that's the. Go ahead.
Can you define HSA and
well,
FSA?
When you say HSA, Wally of Wealth Talk Production, he also advised and Dale, he was giving her some information saying, do you have a safety net of a health SA or a health saving account that should help out from the debt of hospital bills?
Yes.
So I don't know if you wanted to add anything else to that, because the questions are rolling in. Milton is asking, what are your thoughts on cryptos and NFTs, a good or bad investment? And there was another question about real estate. Would you suggest selling property to eliminate debt and provide a cushion to begin investing? That's from Audrey Willis. So which one did you want to take first?
I'm gonna answer them both in one swing.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna answer both in one swing. So Go back to Corey. So HSA stands for Health Savings Account. FSA stands for Flexible Savings Account. They both is added benefit to take care of health needs, but also the con of the FSA is that you have to use the money in that 1 year, and only $500 roll to the new year. The benefit of the HSA is the money builds up over time. So you should do an HSA if you qualify. All right. When it comes to, so my foundation is real estate, real estate, stock. That's my foundation.
Okay.
And staying out of debt. But then when you get to more non-traditional stuff, crypto, NFTs and things like that, I say that you should fund those through making money from your traditional foundation. So are they good or bad? They can be. The problem with crypto is most people should not be investing in crypto if they do not have an understanding of blockchain, wallets, how it all works, because there's a thing called crypto punks where they come in, they mimic like you're buying actual crypto, and then before you know it, everything disappears and you lose all your money.
Yeah.
So I say people should get in crypto, but you got to be a little bit more seasoned. And I believe that you should do the traditional method first. It's not the only way, but it's the best way because you have a foundation. And I believe investing should always have a foundation. So if anything go wrong, you got a stronghold that you can stand on. If you get into crypto, don't have a foundation. It's like putting the kitchen in the house and you don't have no floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Standing on the grass, washing dishes and cooking.
Right. Exactly.
And then the young lady's question, should you eliminate debt, sell some homes to get rid of some debt? It depends. It depends on the interest rate and the type of debt that you're trying to eliminate, one, but it also depends on if you have a property that's a good property with great cash flow, you should not sell it because that can, in essence, become part of your retirement planning when you get older. Now, if you have a property that's not necessarily in the best area, it's giving you a lot of problems, it's a lot of headache, then you should absolutely sell that to help pay off debt. So then you can come back later and get more beneficial type real estate deals. Because the thing about real estate is it can be great, but it also has its cons if you don't do it right.
Gotcha.
This is good stuff. Adrian Nash is saying, have a foundation. You've explained that well. We appreciate you today. And of course, Gail, thank you so much for dropping all the information into the chat, all the links. She says, subscribe to you on Instagram because you're also there. You're on YouTube. Now, Instagram, here you are. It's gun day, right? So you're pumping your guns, but how do we know this is not Dr. Y'all? It's time for the giveaway. So we can find out if these guns are real. Whose guns are these? We don't even see a face, right? So this is on his Instagram. It says Gun Day. And Corey, he's lifting 45 pounds, but there's 3 45s up there. So what's that? 45 times 3, 90 plus, that sounds like 135.
Right.
Okay. 135 pounds on each side though, right?
Is it a bench
or is
press
that
or
just
curl bar?
It's a curl bar.
It's a curl bar.
Okay, you tell us.
What Crypto Lead is agreeing with everything you're saying.
135 on each side, Marco. Marco. Is it just
no? It's the seated curl. It's the seated curl machine.
Okay.
You just add plates on it.
Gotcha.
Right. And Pure Pondering says she's gonna have to listen to the replay because all her phone calls keep coming in. They always get me too. Guys, it's time for the giveaway. We're gonna find out if these are really his guns because this is on his Instagram page. You know, Miriam Adepoju, she's the money person. She's Nigerian. She says correct. So let's go for it. We're going to do this giveaway. Everybody has already put in hashtag the home.
Millionaire.
Yes. Look, SDMC's talking about, is that Corey pressing those weights?
Yep.
We're going to find out. For those of you wondering about G. Albert's question of, affiliate program, your thoughts, remember the Intentional Millionaire says absolutely. So go for it. We're providing you with that opportunity. Gail has dropped the link. How are we going to do it this time, Corey?
I'm going to say 3, 2, and 1. And then the Intentional Millionaire is going to say investments that stand the test of time.
All right. Ma'at Speaks has it in there. So does Miriam Adepoju. Okay. Don't worry. We're waiting for you, Pure Pondering. XDMC has it in there. And Adrian says, investing in your health is a great investment. Stop eating so dirty, y'all.
You ready?
I think we're ready. What about you, the Intentional Millionaire? Anything you want to say before we go ahead and click the button?
Yes, I want to say that Adrian Nash is correct. Health is wealth. Wealth is health. And the reason why my channel is around finances, all the nuts and bolts and the know-hows and the do's of finance, my Instagram is about health stuff, and my travels are my mindset, because you can't have one without the other.
Right.
Because wealth is not going to matter if you cannot spend it, or all your money is spent going to medical costs.
Absolutely. I love that. So I think we're ready to see what exactly is going to happen here. We've got you all set up. We got to hurry up before the moderators do something weird, because they're trying to get their wrenches ready so they can only win. Facts and the Uncomfortable Truth with Bernard S. is here.
Bernard S.
Yes, and Nia has
Two
it
up,
in.
two down. What's Peter would say?
Anyways, invest in some sunshine and healthy eating. Thank you for your pondering. Milton says he enjoyed the Hey, he got it. He got the VA on there. Let's go for it.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1.
Investments will stand the test of time.
Yes,
All
here we
right.
go. We've got Well Talk Productions, Odd Speaks, X Talk with Tori, Cassandra Dominic, Black Tropical Homestead, Mod Speaks, Pure Pondering, Talk with Tori, XDMC, Black Tropical, She Fires, Pure Pondering, Talk with Tori.
Hey, he laid hands on the like button.
Hey, Talk with Tori, you are going to let us know before we finish up the show with our plant-based treat.
Talk with Tori gets a shout out on.
Oh, that's true.
On the next video that the Intentional Millionaire makes. But right now, this time, I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, and the Intentional Millionaire is going to take off his shirts, both shirts, to show you all his muscles. Okay, so you can see this is really him. So ladies, get ready. You ready, Queen?
Yeah, I think you got to make sure, because he got to move his mic and stuff like that. So I think we just got to make sure that he's the one that's ready. So okay, let's go for it.
All right, 3.
Oh, I got to take down the message about the Three Little Pigs affiliate stuff. Oh, he's taking off his headset too. We doing this, Corey?
Yep.
Ooh,
Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, and 1.
All right.
Just released. Oh yeah, the Three Little Pigs Remix digital download. Get it exclusively here. Throw your hands in the air and wave like you just don't care. And if you're ready for us to ham it up, let me hear you say, oh yeah.
Wait.
All right, Queen, you
No, I was trying to stop it, and look, you know what? Little Rufus was in there saying,
Y'all, we back.
All right.
I saw him in the background. Look, I was watching him in the background taking it off.
Me too. I saw him too.
Yeah, he did make it rain next DMC. $1 bill. Lion Crest talking about laughing out loud. Adrian saying topless.
So we gotta ask you one last question, the Intentional Millionaire. Again, Talk with Tori has won the shout out on your next video.
Absolutely.
I think
you do a great shout out. We saw the one that you did last time you were on our show. Tasha Oshie Gross. So Talk with Tori, get ready, because you are going to get an amazing shout out on his channel. And Dale in there laughing. And Dale, you know you was waiting for those muscles to rip. Go ahead.
No,
Corey.
but I want to say one thing for Talk with Tori.
Sure.
Ashley's going to be in 2 of my next original content. I'm going to give him a shout out.
Oh, the next 2. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Not just 1, but 2. So awesome. He does a lot of sleep science information. You're going to have a lot of fun with that one.
So we know that you said you eat at certain times a day, but what fruits and vegetables and whole grains do you plan on eating today?
Well, today I'm going to make me a spinach and kale salad.
Okay.
And in that salad, I'm just going to have cranberries, some green peppers, and a Honeycrisp apple.
I'm coming.
And it's a really big bowl too. It's a really big bowl.
Nice.
I can put down some food. So
Awesome. And my food does not upset his stomach. So good information. There were carrots. There was purple cabbage in there, and the garden meat in the pinwheel. Right. Yes. And he said it didn't bother his stomach. And there was veganese, which is a vegan mayonnaise, mustard, a few seasonings, and he said they helped his stomach. Well, didn't hurt his stomach. Yes. So this is good because this is just in time for us to get into the plant-based treat for today. I know you said you prefer white rice. We have a banging brown rice recipe for you. So thank you so much for sharing.
So hang tight back there in the virtual green room, and if you want to take your shirt off, you can take it off then. But we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you as soon as this broadcast is over with.
All right.
All right. Thank you, the Intentional Millionaire.
See you soon. Oh man, let's go for this because XDMC is asking Talk with Tori. Y'all are all tech people. He says, your avatar is fire. Did you draw that? Yeah, Talk with Tori is a tech guy just like yourself. He's an artist and so many other things. So I'm sure y'all will have fun.
And then
with
Talk
that.
to Tori said, yeah, because I used to do all the tattoos on the St. Lunatics when I was out there in St. Louis.
Let's ignore him. My aunt Speak says that sounds so good. We're about to show you the plant-based treat and facts and the uncomfortable truth with Bernard. As said, that's what I'm talking about, Tim. Real good food. Yes.
All right.
So let's go for it. Too. Yeah.
All right. And now it's time for today's. You said that.
Philip.
And now.
Oh, and Bobby doesn't eat mayo and he loved it. Thank you, Black Tropical.
Yeah, thank you, Lex. And now.
We're going to do it for real. Go ahead.
It's time for the plant-based treat by Chef Queen.
Here we go, guys.
Banging brown rice.
I'm going to get the rice started. I've got a couple of onions and some spinach.
Chop the onions into medium-sized pieces.
Onions are full of antioxidants, including quercetin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound.
Onions can lower blood sugar and cholesterol and can improve bone density.
Add onions, spinach, 2 cups of rice, and 4 cups of water.
Dark leafy greens like spinach are important for skin, hair, and bone health. They provide protein, iron, vitamins, and minerals.
Cover with the lid, cook for 30 minutes on medium-high. Add 2 teaspoons of seasoning salt.
Serve it up. Let's eat.
Let me know what it's like. Yeah, you need to blow it.
It's so good.
So, do you taste the spinach?
Mm-mm.
Do you taste the onions? Okay.
I don't even need plain bowl rice.
Coco, somebody else has to try it.
Yeah, Coco, I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, you try it. I'm putting this with those black eyed peas.
Okay.
How is it?
The rice was good, but when you put it with the black eyed peas, it was delicious.
All right, everybody.
That's it, guys. We are done for the day. We have to get out of here because we are overtime. It's a 1-hour show and we are overtime, but not before we say hello to Richmond. How are
Richmond.
you? And we do have to, I know, yeah, she was about to eat it all up, my aunt Speaks. We do have to answer the question that Adrian Nash asked. Y'all know I only got 1 bowl, 1 knife. Thanks to Black's Tropical, I have new bowls. She wanted me to make some bowls. I have those tiny bowls. It's a Cutco knife. Well, since my children were younger, I didn't like sharp things around them or even around me. So that particular Cutco knife I have had, oh my goodness, I want to say since my oldest daughter was born. She's 15 years old. So it's sort of like a bread knife, but it cuts through vegetables, meats, because I was cutting meat with that same knife. And so everything, that Cutco knife is the truth. I've since ordered a second one on Amazon or eBay or somewhere when I thought I had lost mine. So now, girl, I got 2. But those are pretty much the only knives I use, that one Cutco knife, either one or the other. So, Talk with Tori says I used an Affinity designer. So for his avatar, he did use someone else. Okay. Oh, and K Business is interviewing folks for his vacancies. Nice. He's a businessman. He's an employer. Okay, we got to go. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Thank you, Wealth Talk Productions. We're getting out of here. And I don't pay the kids anything, G. Albert. I just pay them a butt whipping. No, I don't.
Love and affection. That's what they get.
Right. Me too, XDMC. Women asking about knives. It should make us nervous, but hey.
Yeah. Kuda only carries like a 3-inch switchblade in a pocket. Though.
Audrey says, thank you for a wonderful and informative show. You're welcome. We are out of here, guys. How do we say goodbye for today?
That does it for this episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life Live. Join us.
Oh, the Hoodstead. You missed it, girl. There's a lot of financial information in here. But yes, you know about Cutco. Absolutely. Oh Lord, I'm all messed up. Affinity is the software he used. He drew it himself. Y'all know I don't know what I'm talking
Go ahead,
about.
talk with Tori.
Yeah, so that's what XDMC said.
Speaking of drawing, join us tomorrow because Steffi Walthall is back to talk about her latest projects that she's been recognized for as a book illustrator. She's been recognized by the Washington Post, the New Yorker, and New York Times. She's going to talk about how she has turned her passion for portrait, for drawing pictures, into passive profits. So she'll be here tomorrow talking about that. XDMC, tune in because this lady has talent. And then Friday is YouTube
Game
Yellow
Day.
Pages Game Day with some of our favorite content creators, including Black's Tropical, Andale Homestead, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block,
The Intentional
Time to Grow,
Millionaire.
The Intentional Millionaire,
Time to Grow,
and Facts and the Uncomfortable Truth with Bernard S. Will be there on Friday.
Michelle and Rob, you're not too late, just in time for the plant-based treat. So thank you for being here. And you do need Cutco, Adrian. Cutco is amazing. Thank you, Andale, for that. Corey might be taking a shirt off tomorrow, XDMC. I don't know. We'll see. So Michelle and Rob, you got to rewind just a little bit to see that part where the shirt came off because our guest today has some serious guns.
Now, if I take my shirt off, the only way y'all can get me to put it back on is to click the green coffee cup and buy us a coffee.
Hurry up. We're at 1:15.
All right.
Michelle and Rob has Cutco too. So you know. Yes. So
from coming all the way from VA with the 2 up, 2 down, we say deuces.
Deuces. Take care.
Deuces.